Hey folks, we are back and I've got a fun little workout for you today that's going to focus on our glutes, our abs, and also our arms. I've got 1 3-pound weight. You could use a different weight or you could omit the weight altogether. And I also have a box that I'm using kind of like a bench. So if you had a bench that you could use, great. If you don't have that, you can do all of this on the mat. So this is optional and I'll show you how that could work on the floor as opposed to on the box. Although I kind of like the feedback of the box. But if you don't have that, a bench would work, maybe a chair. I have it sitting on a mat because I don't want it to slide. I don't want to surprise myself in an unpleasant way. So just keep that in mind that if you don't have that set up, you're going to be fine because we're going to show you how to do everything on the mat as well. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to have the weight, and I'm going to start by sitting on the box with my feet planted. I left my shoes on today because we're going to do a few squats, and I think I like that grounding of having shoes on for that, but you could also be in bare feet or grippy socks. So I wouldn't have regular socks, it's a little slippery. So let's just have the arms out. I've got the weight in one hand, and I'm going to roll back and roll back up. So I really want to roll my pelvis. Think about abs scooping out as I roll back. So adding on to that on this next one, I'm going to roll back, lift the arm, and come back up. Let's roll back, lift the arm, and come back up. So we're going to have several variations here. All right, so now this time I'm going to roll back, lift the opposite leg, lift the arm, come down. Roll back, lift the leg, lift the arm. Let's do that again. All right, next variation. So if I were on the floor, I would be doing the same thing on the floor, rolling back and lifting. So the box, I like it, but it's not necessarily a necessity for this exercise. All right, so if we were on the floor, we could be doing all the same movements. All right, so I'm going to roll back, see if I can lift both legs, hold there, and then still lift and lower that arm. Couple more times, and then put those feet back down. Okay, so we're coming over for some squats. We're going to go back and forth, and I've switched hands. So I'm going to be reaching my arms forward and standing back up. I want to keep a nice flat back. My abs are engaged, and my back is flat. I'm not rounding forward, so I don't want to see that posture. Nice flat back. Feeling my glutes, feeling my quads a little bit. And of course, that arm is working. Couple more of these. Stay down, little pulses with the body. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Open that arm out to the side, staying in my squat. And then I'm bringing it back up. All right, shake it out. We got to go back to the box. We're switching sides. So sitting on the box or sitting on your mat, either one's fine. We'll first start by just rolling back. We did that a couple times. So do just a couple of those just to get used to that on this side. So now we add on rolling back, lifting the arm. Really focusing on my abdominals here. So my pelvis is like the rungs of a rocking chair. So I don't want you to hinge, it's a roll. So we're adding that leg on. We're gonna bring that leg up, bring that arm up, and come back down. So the more elements I add on, the more I challenge my core. All right, one more like that. And then we're going to roll back with both legs. Again, this could be done on the floor. You don't need to be on the box. And we'll lift and lower that arm. I think we did 8 on the other side, so we're shooting for 8 here. And here's number 3 and 4, halfway there. 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, nicely done. Back to our squat. So we're switching arms again. So we'll start flat back, cores engaged. Really sitting heavy in your glutes here. And being protective of your spine. And that's why I harp on having that flat back so we're not rounding our shoulders forward, because over time, that back is not going to like that. So we want to establish healthy, safe ranges of motion. So when we do things like this, we naturally just squat to pick something up. We know how to do it in a way that we're not going to regret. All right, sink back, little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay there. Open out. 1. I think we did 8, so we're going to shoot for 8 again. And come on back up. All right, I'm going to put the weight aside, and I'm going to come back to the box. And this time, no weight. I'm going to roll back, stay back, lift the legs up, dip, and dip. Now again, you can do this on the ground. It'll be the same exercise. You'll be tapping the floor, and it's just as effective. So don't feel like you have to have all the props. Sometimes all you need is a mat or even just a carpeted or soft floor. And then bring it for a hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, coming back up, back to the mat. Let's finish with a nice roll down. Let's roll your shoulders back, chin to chest. And we're going to roll down, take a nice stretch, and then scoop and roll all the way back up. Reaching high. And there you go. There's a quick little series that you can do that's going to really fire up your core, your glutes, and also work those arms a little bit. So I hope you enjoyed that. Come back soon. We'll have more for you. And I look forward to working out with you through YouTube. So see you soon. Bye.